Should, a word which should be stricken from the English language. Should is contentious, pretentious, and anything but stupendous, unless related to stupid, because it is. Should is hazy. It's a word that has little to do with anything real, though it has to feel like it is, but it's not. So dispose it, or let it drive you crazy. An imaginary past. He should have known better. An imaginary present. She shouldn't do that. And the future. It should be, which is always imaginary until it comes into now, and for a fleeting moment we sometimes allow it to be real. But then when it is past, we say again, it should have been. It's not that we don't understand what's unreal, but what about that rigid pattern of behavior that has been formed over the years and been deformed over the years by how dare you inconvenience me, and how the world should be and expect it instead of the way the world is and accept it, and then if necessary working hard to change it if we really can. So, to decrease continuing mounting stress in the world, the word should be shot, taken out back behind the shed with a firing squad and executed, or strapped to a chair and electrocuted, and then be summarily forgot. He should just know, and she should be more aware, and that jerk shouldn't tailgate me. And those people inside the store should just let me in and help me even though that they are closed because I am here. They should have better customer service. He shouldn't stare, it's giving me the creeps. She shouldn't glare, it's making me nervous. That paper shouldn't get caught in the crack of the slot when I grab it walking by, ripping it out of my hand, and before I can get it, it mysteriously falls to the floor and I have to bend over and pick it up when I am sore. The car should just always run, and I should always have plenty of cash. And no one should ever go hungry. And there should be no disease or sore muscles or sunburn or death or fear or acne. And everyone should have at least one good friend, and everyone should always be happy. And everyone should treat others like they want to be treated, except for masochists. And there shouldn't be any of them anyway. There should be no pains. There should be no earthquakes, violent storms, tornadoes, or hurricanes. In fact, it shouldn't rain at all except when I want it. And she should know, her mother should have taught her, that she shouldn't flaunt it. They should have it in stock, but don't. You should not permit him to talk in that tone. Good grief, just leave it alone. It is delusional, confuscating, institutionally frustrating, and you should just quit it. Yeah, maybe someone should get rid of should, and maybe while they're at it, nix could and would, and maybe also maybe. Although maybe isn't as difficult because it's one of those conditional words with which we are able to deal, because somehow, some way, for reasons incomprehensible, we rarely confuse it with what is real. Maybe we should use should like maybe. Maybe then we could cope. I learned not to have any unreal expectations when my parents said maybe. I just knew it meant no, with a small but insignificant gleam of hope. The pain came when the result didn't comply with my inflated expectation. Pain comes now when I try to force imaginary and reality together. Imaginary and reality are only relations. They're not twins, they're not siblings, they're not even married, and though at times they may seem similar, they are very dissimilar, distinctly different, and varied. Well, maybe we should leave should in the language, but maybe we should put it in some tightly sealed vault and don't get it out and dust it off until it's understood just how we should use should like we should.